Hey guys, Storm Chaser Zach Walters here, and we're going to be talking about a very important topic. Right now we're looking at what I believe is our first moderate risk of 2020, but the possibility that it could be our first high risk of 2020 across northern Illinois. Even some of the severe weather threat actually dips into northwest Indiana. Right now what you're looking at is you are looking at the tornado probability forecast. As you can tell, the red hatched area is the 15% hatched. That is the most significant area right now for the tornado outbreak that is expected tomorrow. In the yellow hatched is a 10% hatched risk, which is pretty significant as well. Nothing to kind of, not look at. Anywhere within this hatched area could see the possibility for some pretty large, even destructive tornadoes. And then that yellow 10% actually goes to the right, and it actually dips into northwest Indiana, includes the cities of like Lafayette, all the way up to maybe even East Chicago is pretty close. That whole area also under 10% tornado. So something to keep an eye on. More than likely, these northwest Indiana storms would be probably your overnight system, and then your daytime, right in the peak heating hours, is going to be your red and your yellow hatched areas. So something certainly to watch for. This is going to be a significant event tomorrow. I know a lot of chasers are going to be out there. I've had a lot of questions like, hey, stay-at-home orders, what's going to happen? This is a very important setup that storm spotters that are trained through the National Weather Service are out there and getting this information to the public. That way you guys who are on stay-at-home orders know whether to take shelter. All right, so the next thing we're going to take a look at is the HRRR run at 18 Zulu. As you can see, it's pulled up on your screen. It kind of shows storms really starting to fire up as just textbook tornado outbreak system at about 3, maybe 4 o'clock Eastern Daylight, 2 or 3 Central Daylight. HRRR, I give it about an hour bump. Usually it's pretty much dead on, but I'm going to say about 3 o'clock Central Daylight time, these storms will really start to fire up. And that is like peak heating time. Like, that is textbook time. You want storms to fire up because you have all that time for that sun just to build that instability. And you're really seeing these storms fire off and eventually shift east. And even parts of northwest Indiana really under the gun. You can see those cells start to dive into the Hoosier State there. As after the sun goes down, you're looking at about 10 o'clock there. We're going to switch to the other model. It's called the Energy Helicity Index, EHI, at 0 to 3 kilometers. As you can tell, it's pretty strong. These would be right as storms are starting to fire up. All that purple is just indicating that strong stuff that we want if we want a tornado outbreak. Of course, if you're not into storm chasing, then you don't want this. The next thing we'll look at here is the same time run as supercell composite. Again, pretty significant, especially in the northern Illinois region, right where that moderate risk is currently sitting. And then finally, the significant tornado parameters, just off the charts, fairly strong. I think they've actually weakened just a bit over the last couple HRRR runs, but still strong enough to have a tornado outbreak. So if you live in the area, make sure you're paying attention. Of course, I'll be giving updates as the closer to the event it comes. Along with the tornado, you're looking at hail as well. Right here is, I'll pull this up. Here's the hail probability. Significant hail. I mean, we're talking large hail chances along with the large tornado threats. So all factors are possible. So everybody needs to be paying attention. Pay attention to the weather. If you're chasing, make sure you're ready for it, because it's going to be a significant day. But until next time, guys, I'm Storm Chaser Zach Walters. Thanks for watching.